What's happening, people? Welcome back to Untold Story Season 2. This is Episode 1, the first time I was called the N-word. The first time I was called the N-word, I think I must have been about 8 or 9 years old, and we were in primary school. We were playing a game of football. I remember me and a classmate of mine, we were running after the ball side by side kind of thing. We both kind of picked it up and we were tussling over the ball. He got it, he looked at me and said, something, you N-word. And I remember feeling angry and sad, not completely understanding why. And I remember marching across the playground, and you know when you're doing that thing, my fists were clenched and I had tears in my eyes, and I was marching towards him like I was going to do something. And I remember another classmate of mine was like, oh, what are you going to do? Like gassing it up or whatever. And then I just burst into tears. I burst into tears and I turned around and I walked away, or I ran away or whatever. So yeah, that was the first time that I was ever called the N-word. Like, it's a memory that is seared in my mind. Okay, so where this story gets interesting, this is in primary school. So yeah, you know, life at primary school continues. Kind of forget about it, I suppose. We go to secondary school. I don't go to the same secondary school as the person who called me the N-word, right? Secondary school finishes and I go to college. And now I'm in the same class as the guy who called me an N-word in primary school. Now there's no like bad feelings between us or whatever. Like we were kids, I got over it, whatever. In college, we became really quite good friends. And we became training partners. We leave college. We don't spend as much time with each other as we were in college. And then I've got my first car now. It's a red Fiesta. It's got a spoiler. It's got a big massive speaker in the boot. It's got a mini disc player. It's got rims. It's got a big exhaust pipe. Super loud, super slow, right? I'm driving around a roundabout. I nearly have a collision with this guy. He stops, starts shouting. I'm in my early 20s, extremely hot-headed, got a baseball bat in my car and stupid stuff like that, yeah? I hop out of the car, what? Big, massive black guy gets out of this Merc in a white vest, big gold chain on. I'm like, it's about to go off. I'm thinking to myself, this is gonna get mad, but we've started, here we are now, innit? So we're both out of the car now, big roundabout, cars beeping, everything. And then what do I see in the distance, like far down the road? My friend from college, the person in primary school who called me an N-word, running back down the road to come and back it for me. So then I'm like, yeah, nah, look, man, them are here, whatever, blah, blah, blah. The guy turns around, sees my friend running down the road and says, nah, I don't want none of this. And he hops back in his car and he drives off. Situation could have gone left for me. I was a skinny 20, 21-year-old kid, do you know what I'm saying? I was about to get my head bust, basically. But my friend saved me, essentially. And then after that, I didn't see him for years and years and years. Recently, I was at a festival and I saw him again. And it was very much, yo, bro, how are you? How are your kids? It's been a long time. Boom, boom, boom. Love, like mad love. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know what the moral of this story is. I don't even know if there is a moral to this story. I just think it's super interesting that you can have such a negative interaction and experience with someone, and something that you will never forget, and that at the time was painful and really hurtful. But that same person at another stage in your life can save you from something. And then at another stage in your life, you can see each other and have nothing but love for each other. I think it's important to remember individual situations don't necessarily define who someone is. A lot of behavior is learned and can be unlearned. People change. I don't know. I just think it's a really interesting story. I think the arc of the story and the way in which our relationship changed over the years, I think is super interesting. And I thought I'd share it with you. So yeah, this is Untold Stories, Season 2, Episode 1, the first time I was called the N-word. This season's going to be a little bit different. I would like you guys to send in whatever stories you have. They can be an old memory, something you think fondly of. It can be something sad. It can be something funny. It can be anything. I just want you to send in stories or questions. I'm going to read them on camera and share it with everyone. It's completely anonymous. If you click the link in the description, it will take you to the submission form and you can submit your story there. So yeah, welcome back. Untold Stories, Season 2.